Good morning, students. We are doing joint stock company and we are on the formation of company. That means how the companies are formed. Okay. There are several stages of formation of company. In first one, we have completed with the promotion of company. Second stage, we're going to do it today. That is incorporation of company. Now, in this step, the promoters who were selected in the first step will file an application to ROC. ROC means the Registrar of Companies, where the companies are being registered. Okay. So the promoters will file an application to ROC for the incorporation of company. Now, while filing an application, the following documents are required to be submitted to ROC. First one is Memorandum of Association. Now, Memorandum of Association is one of the major document of company. It must be duly signed, duly stamped, duly sealed and dated, and it must also provide information about the details of the signatories with respect to the name, address, occupation and number of shares held. So what we have learned is that first document which we require to submit along with that of the application is your Memorandum of Association. It must be properly dated, signed, sealed, stamped. It must also contain the details of all the persons who will going to sign the Memorandum of Association along with their name, address and occupation. Okay. Now, these are those signatories who have just given their consent to act as a directors in that of the company. Next one is your Article of Association. The secondary document which is very much important for that of any of the company is Articles of Association. Okay, this must also be duly signed, stamped, dated and must be submitted to that of ROC along with that of the application. Coming to the next one, that is written consent of proposed directors to act as a director while obtaining the qualification shares. Okay, we're going to have a written consent of all those persons who are ready to act as a directors in that of the proposed company. So written character, I am so and so, having occupation this and that, is ready to act as a director in this company. Like this, the written consent of all those persons who are ready to act as a directors is also required to be filed along with that of the application. Fourth one is a copy of Registrar Letter approving the name of the company. Now, in the previous one, we have just approved the name of the company by writing an application. The three names have to be written in hierarchy. The name which has been going to be selected by ROC will be your final name for the company. So, whatever name which is being approved from the registrar and you have got the approval letter, a copy of that approval letter has also to be attached along with that of the application. Next one, a notice about the address of registered office must also be given along with that of the application, or it can also be submitted within 30 days of receipt of certificate of incorporation. See children, when we are going to submit the application and it will going to be approved, we will going to get a certificate of incorporation. So a detail or a proper address of a registered office of company must also be given. Had it been still, if it is not being finalized, that where will be your registered office, the address of that or the same can be submitted within 30 days of just getting your certificate of incorporation. It's not necessary that you have to just give the address proof then and there itself. You can just give that particular address proof after getting the certificate of incorporation also. Sixth one, a compulsory. What do you mean by statutory? That is compulsory. A statutory declaration of evidencing that all the legal formalities under the Companies Act are duly complied with. It must be signed. Now, a compulsory declaration must be there in which there must be mentioned that all the legal formalities which are required to be done as per the Companies Act 2013 is being all duly and compulsorily just being fulfilled, and this particular document must be signed either by the Advocate of High Court or by the Advocate of Supreme Court or Chartered Accountant or Company Secretary or by the signatories of MOA. That means the above mentioned document, the major document in which those who are acting as the directors and those have signed, it can also be signed by them. Okay, so 6 documents you have to attach with, and the last one is document evidencing the payment of fee. What does it mean? कोई भी application कहीं पे भी file करो, whether you are filing an application for obtaining a license, at that time also you have to pay a fee with the help of चालान. तो चालान की कॉपी लगती है, वैसे ही आपको इनकॉर्पोरेशन करवाते समय भी आपको कंपनी को पे करना पड़ता है और वो पेमेंट या चार्जेस लगते हैं, उसका चालान होता है, तो उस चालान की कॉपी भी आपको एज अ 7th डॉक्यूमेंट लगानी है. So along with the application, you will going to file a copy of memorandum of association, a copy of articles of association, a copy of written consent of all the persons who are acting as the directors of the company, a copy of that of the letter approving the name of the company, okay, a notice about the address of the registered office of our company, and the last one is your statutory declaration that all the legal formalities as per the Companies Act are duly complied with. And the last very most important is your challan or a copy of challan evidencing that you have paid the fees for the incorporation. Now, once the registrar is satisfied, after seeing the application, after seeing all these 7 attachments, if the registrar is satisfied, yes, all the necessary documents are properly being filled up, then he will issue a certificate of registration. Now, this certificate of registration is considered as the birth certificate of company. As a human being is born and he is getting a birth certificate from the collectorate, in the same manner, Registrar of Company will issue the certificate of incorporation, which will serve as a birth certificate of company, and it is being considered from this date onwards the company has taken his birth, okay, its birth, okay. And company is also allotted a SIN number. The way you are having your Aadhaar card, what is that? UIN number, यूनिक आइडेंटिफिकेशन नंबर. जैसा आपके पास वो आइडेंटिफिकेशन नंबर है पूरे इंडिया में, वैसा आइडेंटिफिकेशन नंबर और किसी का नहीं होगा, ठीक है. सो दैट इज नोन एज योर आधार कार्ड और दैट इज योर नोन एज योर यूनिक आइडेंटिफिकेशन नंबर. In the same manner, companies are also allotted with the number which is known as corporate identity number, which is known as SIN. Okay, जो आधार कार्ड अपने पास होता है वो कहलाता है यून, दैट इज UIN. Okay, so here we have completed with our incorporation step. Now as you can see that I have made you write the difference between all the 5 forms of organization, that is your sole proprietorship, your HUF, partnership, cooperative society and company. So you can see that formation of sole proprietorship is quite easy, but and no formalities are required. The same is the case with that of HF also. Less formalities and easy to form is the case of partnership. Cooperative society need to follow the legal formalities, and but in case of company there is a complex legal formalities. Students, please go through all the kinds of business forms which are there and which I made you understand with the help of videos also and with the help of live class also. So you will going to have a better understanding of this. I have just given you a example कि कैसे मैंने आपको डिफरेंस बताया है. ये सारे डिफरेंस आपको खुद ही करने हैं because I have made you learn the meaning of each and everything in a proper manner with the help of notes also, with the help of live classes also, and with the help of videos also. So better, today we have completed with the incorporation of company. Now with the incorporation of company, private company can soon start its business. But okay, for the private company only 2 stages are required, that is your promotion of the company and incorporation of the company. After that, private company can easily start its business. But when we are talking about your public company, 2 more stages are there which I made you write in the previous one. So we're going to understand those stages, that is capital subscription and commencement of business, in the next video. Thank you.